Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this episode of GAZLIFE. We're traveling from Lima to Cusco today, and this is going to be a vlog style video, hence the GAZLIFE. I'm editing a video, adding some captions to a video. You'll have already seen that on my Instagram if you're a loyal follower, and yeah, I'm going to take you along for the ride.
Here's an insight into some of the work that I got up to in the airport. I did some video recording and editing, client programming and communication, the Triage email newsletter which goes out each week. I hope you're subscribed. If you're not, make sure to click the link below. And also some social media work, so posting and also responding to messages and comments. These tasks I like doing when I'm in the airport or on a bus or some other unconventional work environment. There are some tasks I'll only do really if I'm sitting down at a desk or maybe in a coffee shop where I have a prolonged period of time, such as client check-ins or responding to, more complex client questions, for example. So that's what I got up to, and then after that we were on to the plane. Just boarded Lima to Cusco after 6 hours in the airport, but a productive 6 hours, got some solid work done, and now flying to Cusco. Short flight, about an hour and a half. Going to enjoy it. I love flying.
Action.
We've arrived. We arrived the equation. We've arrived in Cusco. It's at 3,400 meters, I believe. So still quite a bit of altitude, similar to where we were last time, really. So yeah, my hematocrit is going to be through the roof, and I'm going to be an animal when I get home. So fit. But anyway, today's been a bit of a weird day because we had a night bus last night. So we got our bus at 10 p.m. and then we arrived to Lima, which is the capital of Peru, 8 hours later. So 20 past 6 we arrived. And then we just went straight to the airport. So we spent, 6 to 7 hours in the airport before our flight. And yeah, knocked out a bit of work. Obviously we didn't sleep too well last night. We were on a bus, and it can be relaxing sometimes, but there was a lot of bouncing around the place. One lady very inconveniently had an alarm that was going off for about an hour, and didn't wake her, but it woke me and Laura. So that's where we're at. Yeah, we flew here then, and now I'm going to go to the gym. So I am quite tired. It's been a very busy few days for us because, as I said, the night bus, we didn't really sleep well. Then yesterday we were hiking, so we did a big hike yesterday to 5,150 meters, which is Mount Nevada Mateo, and that was absolutely beautiful, incredible, but we had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We woke up at or 2:45, woke at 2, slept for 3 hours. So it's kind of been a few days of just bad sleep now. So the plan is hopefully sleep well tonight, and we're not going to go to sleep now, stay up for the next few hours, and then be nice and tired this evening. So for now I'm going to the gym. So I found a gym that's sort of nearby. It looks alright, it's not too bad. There are some better gyms in the area in Cusco, depending on where you are, but we're far away from the area with the better gyms. So the place we're staying is a very beautiful area. It's one of the historical areas of Cusco. So, the trade-off there is beautiful area, gym selection slightly less good, but once we have access to a gym, we can get a good workout in. So that's the plan of action. Today is a push day. Chest, shoulders, triceps, and I would normally do a bit of cardio on this day as well, but done a good bit of cardio the last few days, and we're kind of caught for time because we got here late and we need to get dinner as well. So come back to the gym, then get some dinner. So yeah, here's my bag with all of my stuff for these few months. We've bought a few bits along the way, and every time you buy something, it's closer to full. Right now it's kind of at capacity. So yeah, if you've never seen packing cubes, they're certainly something that have been a godsend on this trip, because I never would have come across them if it wasn't for Laura. But yeah, they're really helpful for getting a ton of clothes into a small little package. So yeah, that's where all my clothes are. Toiletries, a couple of books. I probably wouldn't bring books again if I was going
books that big.
Traveling, especially big books like this. I would just stick with ebooks, or maybe one or two smaller books. See, Laura has it much easier than me because I sweat like a pig, and every time I go to the gym or walk or do anything, I then have to change my clothes. So I could change my clothes 2-3 times a day and therefore always have washing to do. But thankfully these are freshly washed, so I have a lot of clothes to choose from. Female privilege.
Little pre-workout snack before I go. Got some dark chocolate. I've had this with me for like a week, but I love dark chocolate personally. And did you know that dark chocolate has, theobromine and other caffeine-like compounds that give you energy? So, if you're eating it close to bed and you're super stimulant sensitive, maybe take care. But not really a big deal for the most part. So, dark chocolate, grab a coffee then on the way to the gym, and that'll keep me going. Also need to have more water. I don't know about you, but anytime I'm traveling, airports, planes, etc., I just sweat all day long, especially with baggage and stuff. So it's so easy to get dehydrated. And as I always say to my clients, dehydration is often a hidden, performance, opposite of performance enhancer, a performance destroyer. Okay, a performance destroying agent. And it often goes hidden, to be honest, because the signs of dehydration, in terms of actually feeling it, they don't emerge until you're a couple of percent down. So often people don't really realize it unless they're very perceptive. If you're very perceptive of your hydration status. So yeah, make sure you look after your hydration. Very easy way to improve your performance, especially if you're doing high volume exercise or endurance exercise, where you are losing a lot of fluid. So that's something I work with clients on, is developing hydration plans of action. So for example, I've got a client, Fiacra, currently training for 100k, or not even 100k, 24-hour race, which is going to be more than 100k, all going well. It will be. And what we're doing is developing a personalized hydration protocol for him. So what we're doing is measuring, his sweat rate over the course of multiple runs that he's doing, and then we'll customize his hydration plan accordingly, adjusting by weather and clothing and all that sort of thing. So that's what we're doing with him, and it's just something to keep in mind if you're serious about your training.
I'm on my way to a gym called Hoover Gym. So I'm just imagining, Andrew Huberman just meeting you at the door, handing you 100 useless herbal supplements and giving out to me for having coffee in the first 90 minutes of the day. Whew. No disrespect to the Hoover bros. So this is like the cultural center here. There's a fountain there with what looks like a goat on top of it, like Killarglen. It's just the crown, never mind. Absolutely beautiful church, as you saw there. Sorry, it's very loud, I have no mic, some sort of thing going on here. It's not a bad old walk to the gym.
Now, let's talk through this workout and hopefully teach you a thing or two along the way. I began this workout with machine cable flies. I really like this exercise. You can get a big stretch and contraction at both ends of the rep, and it allows me to pre-fatigue the pecs a little bit before moving into other compound movements. At the moment, weighted dips are an exercise that I'm emphasizing quite a bit, having neglected them for a long time in the past. Here I've got 20 kg in the form of 2 kettlebells, and I got 6 reps and 5 reps with 0 to 1, let's say, rep in reserve. Now the kettlebells are attached to a band, which made this a lot more difficult because it's just a lot less stable. You have to be a lot more careful with your tempo, but it felt amazing nonetheless. Now the gym owner was helping me out here. He suggested that I changed the dip attachment, and he was telling me about the difference between working the chest and the triceps, etc. Now, my rule of thumb is always to try to be, courteous and appreciative of any advice you're given in the gym. You don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I know, I'm a trainer, I know better than you. I try to avoid that. So yeah, took his advice, just used the other handles. It didn't actually make a difference, but I was still able to continue with my workout. So anyway, here we are, set 2, 5 reps on this set. Again, as I say, really enjoying dips at the moment. This is a great chest exercise for me. I know some people have shoulder discomfort on this exercise and that can limit them. And if that's you, it's not something that you have to do, okay? Body weight set then to finish. So I got 18 reps, I think, on this set. A little bit faster at the beginning, and normally what I do is I slow down then towards the end of the set to make sure I'm making the most of every rep. Now, when you've done 3 sets of chest flies, I should say, then weighted dips and then body weight dips, they're a lot more difficult, So if you're pumping through body weight dips normally, Doing them at that point in the workout is going to be a lot more difficult. Moved on then to train some shoulders. I'm doing cable lateral raises here, which is an exercise that I really enjoy for training the shoulders. Using a cable allows you to train the shoulders at the bottom, middle and top of the rep rather than just at the top, which is the effect that occurs when you use a dumbbell. So just 2 sets here, 10 kilos there, I think anyway. The machine was unlabeled, but I think it was around 10 kilos, 10 reps and 10 reps, both at 0 to 1 reps in reserve. I then finished off the shoulders with some dumbbell lateral raises, 6 kilos by 15, 15, and then 5 partials at the end of each set. So I get to the point of concentric failure where I'm not going to be able to perform another full rep, and then I begin to do these partials, as you can see here. Because of the resistance profile of the dumbbell lateral raise, it's difficult at the top, really easy at the bottom. So once you've hit failure at the top, you can continue working the shoulders and push closer to failure by performing the bottom half of the rep. That's what I was doing here, and this is particularly important because I'm coming to the end of a training block where I'm overreaching. I'm pushing closer to failure. I'm not as worried about recovering between workouts because the week upcoming, I've got a week of just hiking, so I'm not going to be lifting at all, and therefore I'm trying to burn myself out a little bit in these workouts and then make the most of the recovery time. Then on to rope push downs. Training the triceps, just a triple drop set here. I was trying to speed up the workout a little bit at this point, so I did 30 kilos by 15, then 8, then 5. Okay, so took it to failure on the first set, dropped the weight down, took it to failure again. Oh no, I didn't drop the weight. Never mind. This wasn't even a drop set. It was more of a rest pause. So that's incorrectly labeled. But yeah, 30 kilos, 15, 8, 5, then a couple of partials again to take the triceps close to failure once again. Here you'll see the final part of that set. You'll see me just get 5 reps here. Triceps are really burning at this point, which is exactly what you want. Still getting down to the bottom portion here, so these aren't my partials yet. You can see I'm losing range of motion now, and there's the couple of partials to finish off the triceps at the end of the set. Finally, some biceps thrown in at the end, just 2 sets here on this machine preacher curl, and here you've got the full workout on the left hand side of the screen. You're welcome to screenshot it, you're welcome to use it, but just remember, workouts are designed for individuals, and therefore you shouldn't just copy mine and expect to get good results.
Now guys, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go get some dinner / post-workout grub. Had a great workout, and you know, I was tired before that. And I did have a thought for a moment, you know, of not getting the training done. But one of the things I pride myself in, personally and professionally in terms of helping others, is ensuring progress regardless of the circumstances. That's what I do myself, busy, tired, at home, abroad. Get the training done, eat well, get the work done, progress, progress, progress. That's what it's all about. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you'd like, you know, help with your own goals, if you'd like to be coached by me or another member of our expert coaching team, you can find information about that in the description box below. So until the next video, keep it too easy.